Record. Okay, we are recording now.
Hi, Helen. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, Manny. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
So
Super fine.
super fun. So this is spontaneous Zoom meeting about, I guess, body classes, or can we change our lives through the body classes, right?
Yes.
So what would you like to know about the body class?
Well, I've been in 2 body classes and both have been quite different. And the awareness I've been receiving from my body is amazing. So what else is possible, Helen?
Yeah.
What else can I receive from my body?
Yeah, because body classes, each class is a unique. Pretty much think of this reality being linear, especially when we're dealing with time. The cells, because they're spherical, when they're kind of like under stress, through time, through space, through all kinds of things, it becomes elliptical. Bruce, no. Ow. He likes to participate in our Zoom.
Yes, I've been perceiving him, his energy.
Exactly. So with being elliptical, the cell is under a lot of stress.
Okay.
It starts remembering all those trauma and drama that was before. So when we are doing the body processes, we're unlocking that elliptical form and releasing whatever it gets stuck there. So when you release it, the cell goes back into being spherical, nice and healthy.
Okay.
So it starts functioning in a different level. So there is also communication between the being and the body.
Yes.
Through unlocking those trauma or memories, it could be anything. Sometimes even upset can land in the body as a muscle spasm that turns into something else later on. Because so unlocking that, we unlock our mind, unlock our body, and start communicating with the body on a different level. At least for me, when I did my first body class, oh my God, that was a beyond, total beyond, because I started feeling my body. Because I was ignoring it all my life. Yeah, there was a lot of pain, so I didn't listen to it. Kind of like what brought me to Access was I ended up with open heart surgery and totally was not functional, in pain. So through body process, it started unlocking all those pains and aches, unlocking my points of view about pain, because a lot of pain was not even mine.
Yes.
You know how we say, who does it belong to?
Yes.
But a lot of times that just might be superficial. When we're doing the body processes, the body starts responding and letting go of what's not ours.
Okay.
So a lot of pain and aches just disappear.
Suddenly.
Yeah.
Like magic.
Like magic. It was fun because I did a bars class today. I haven't done the beginning bars class in a while. So it was fun to observe, even with bars and doing who does it belong to. The woman had a headache. And we're like, okay, is it yours? Is it somebody else's or something else's? And it immediately went into something else's. So it's Earth. And by giving energy to Earth, the headache disappeared. The girl was just like, oh my God, this is just magic. And it is.
Yes.
So when you're working with the body processes, you start unlocking all those points of view that created that pain, that created the dis-ease body, because that's what it is. It's this ease.
Yes.
We can have ease with body. We can have joy with body. We can have fun. We can have happiness with body. But instead, what we're doing, we're lacking trauma and drama and judgment. That's the worst part. You know how much we judge our body?
I know.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The last 24 hours, how many judgments did you put on your body?
Oh my God. That was so heavy.
Yeah. Are you willing to let go of that?
Yes.
So let's do a wonderful exercise of giving up the judgment and starting to communicate with the body.
Thank you. Yes, super fun. I love exercises.
So the way I do it, first of all, I recognize that I judged my body into a problem. And, oh my God, what did I do just now? I did something.
Yes, it changed like the color of the light.
But
suddenly.
Anyway, so I'm talking to my body and saying, body, I'm so sorry. And I'm sincere about that, because if you think about it, think of the judgments you did in the last 24 hours of your body. Maybe not you, but somebody else who never done access. I don't know, when I look in the mirror, a lot of times, even after years of being in access, I'm like, oh my God, what's that? Looking, oh, I got another wrinkle. Oh my God. No, seriously.
Yes.
Even looking at the video, I'm like, oh my God, what's going on with my hair?
Yes, it only happens to you. Don't worry, Helen.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen to me. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So think of it, if you had a friend and you told that to your friend, what's that with your hair? You've got another wrinkle.
Oh my God.
Or, oh, you're fat. You look fat today.
Yes.
How long do you think that friend will stay with you?
Not that long, but if she knows access, she will laugh. But if she doesn't know access, maybe she will stay, but with all the judgment, also for me and for my body, right?
Exactly. So that's not the kindness to the body.
No.
And the body's been with us all our lives. So what if instead of judging, we would thank our body and say, thank you, body. So I usually start, I'm so sorry, body, for all the judgments I did. And I start creating a little energy ball. Kind of like between my hands, and creating a little bit more and a little bit more of energy between my hands. And at some point when I feel that energy, I would put that energy on my face and say, thank you, body.
Thank you.
Thank you, body, for being with me. Thank you for putting up with me. You're such a sweet body. I'm sorry for putting up all those judgments. And thank you for putting up with me for all those judgments. And just like feeling connection with the body.
Okay.
How does it feel right now?
It changed. Like super light, super easy.
Yeah. What if we did that exercise every morning instead of looking at how to judge our body?
Yes, that would be a different reality for both, for me and for my body.
What if it is a different reality? What if we can create a different reality, completely beyond this reality?
Yes. Wow.
What if it's as simple as being present and asking our body to communicate with us?
It's super curious because a lot of friends have been asking me how can they communicate with their bodies, because it was so simple for me, because I suddenly started listening to my body, and I kind of share with them my experience, but they suddenly say that they can't hear their body.
Of course.
So I'm going to share this exercise to them.
Yeah. How can they hear the body when they put up barriers to the body? The other thing is, with the body classes, what we do, we start dropping the barriers between us and the body. How much of, I don't know about you, but a lot of religions talk about the body being sinful. And
yes,
they talk about that you have to ignore your body. The only thing that's important is the soul. The soul has to be saved, the salvation of the soul. But they don't talk about the body. Or if they do, it's sinful, it's bad, it's a flesh, all of those things.
Yes. You shouldn't be feeling pleasure and enjoying your body, because it's a sin.
It's a sin. When you are taught that since you were a child, it pretty much becomes an implant that the body is sinful. It's a programming that drives us into the judgment of the body.
Okay.
So when we're doing Access tool starts unlocking those implants, or the programming, or the artificial intelligences, as we call them, or objectives, and starts creating a different reality with the body, because body has consciousness of its own.
Yes.
Body actually is smarter than us. I'm not kidding you.
I know. Yes, I know.
I was talking to my cousin, and she always into all that organic stuff, and she reads the labels, make sure that there is no GMO, there is no artificial ingredients. And with that, she still gets some strange stuff. And I asked her, she actually took not the body class, but she did take foundation, and she did individual body processes. So one day I asked her, like, what if you didn't look at the label? What if you just ask your body, what is that your body likes to eat? When you're in a store, when you're buying stuff, not later when you already brought the stuff home.
In the store.
In the store.
Yes.
So she goes to the store, gets, I don't know what she was getting, I don't remember, but she called me frantic, saying, Helen, you wouldn't believe what just happened. I asked my body, and it picked the most organic, the most natural, the most healthy product that was on the shelf.
Yes, I know.
Without even reading ingredients. All my life, I thought I loved cheese, but I wasn't feeling good after cheese. So I asked my body, like, body, do you actually like cheese? Or is it me pushing the cheese on you? My points of view. So guess what? It was my points of view.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so in body class, we start learning how to communicate with the body. Because it's not, you start with muscle testing, you start with kinesiology, and you start with shifting your reality, but it's not enough by unlocking what's stuck in the body. All those points of view that you cannot communicate with the body, that body should not have pleasure, all those points of view limit us how we can hear the body. Because a lot of times body communicates and we ignore it, but then the body increases the intensity.
Yes.
And we ignore it. It increases even more. to the point when we decide it's painful.
Yes.
So we go to the doctor instead of asking, body, what are you telling me? Body, what is that we can change or shift, then can unlock that? And a lot of times that will totally shift things. I know with me, before I came to Access, I had horrible migraines, which is headaches.
Okay.
Pretty much since I was a kid, since 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
When I came to Access, I suddenly found out that it might not be mine. It might be something else's, mm-hmm. which is Earth.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, so I can give that energy to Earth? Cool. So how about, do you have any pain or discomfort in your body right now?
Well, just today, I have a lot of pain in my back, the mm-hmm. upper part of my back, in my, I don't know how to call it, but in the upper part of my back.
Is it still there?
A little bit.
A little bit. Is it yours, somebody else's, or something else's?
I perceived yesterday that it was somebody else's.
Okay. So how about today? Is it somebody else's or something else?
Something else.
Yeah, that's what I was perceiving too.
Yeah.
So are you willing to give that energy to Earth? Because that's usually something else, usually Earth.
Yes.
So on 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How does it feel right now? It's gone?
Better. It's well, yes. Yes. Oh, thank you, Helen. I love it.
Thank you. So what happened was I did that with my migraine when it started. Uh-huh. And because it was intense, I talked to my body and asked, body, can we lower the intensity next time? And guess what? Next time, it was half of what it was before. So again, I listened, I gave Earth the energy. And then, body, it's still too strong. Can we lower intensity even more? And it did next time. So each time it was increment less, and I listened. Because I listened, the body kept lowering the intensity. So now it's usually just a little bit of, I wouldn't even call it heaviness, but there is an awareness that I need to give Earth some vibration that's required in that moment. So in that moment, I just like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But again, it's not going into conclusion. It's always asking question.
Okay.
You always ask, okay, so what is that? Is it mine, somebody else's, or something else's? And the more you ask questions, the more it starts unlocking your reality.
And the more awareness your body gives to you, the more information you receive from your body. Okay.
So with body classes, that awareness becomes intensified because you become more aware of what your body is asking for. Sometimes it could be a little uncomfortable in the beginning because you're like, oh my God, what's that? What's that? Oh, body, you're giving me too much information. And you can communicate with the body, asking, body, lower the intensity. I'm listening. But you have to listen to it.
Okay.
And by unlocking all those stuff that we put in the body, it's much easier for the body to communicate with us and for us to hear it. Because body is the one that is living in this reality. Body is eating. Body is the one that wearing clothes. Body is the one having sex. So what if we ask body, what would you like to wear? Body, what would you like to eat? Body, who would you like to have sex with? And you know what? Body actually much smarter than we are.
Yes, I know.
Lately, I've been doing that, and it's like body's like, not this one.
Not this. That would be fun.
Yeah, asking who would be fun.
Yes.
Because body is the one that's actually creating more.
Yes.
So
I'll put that in practice.
Yeah, it's practice, and it's getting more tools in the body classes.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like continuation of foundation.
Mm-hmm.
You start the 5 body processes in foundation. You learn MTVSS, you learn BMM, you learn cellular memory and thymus exercise and exit stage left. Actually, exit stage left now in the bars, but anyway, in the thymus exercise in the bars now.
Mm-hmm.
How does it get any better than that?
Yes, a lot of processes have been included in those classes.
Right. I'm so grateful. So it's, I think the second bars class facility was a new manual, and it's like, wow, this is amazing. So any other questions, Mani, that you have? Or, hi, Mary. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Mary. ¿Tienes alguna pregunta? No. Okay. Well,
it's been, I think that's a good introduction to, are you willing to change your life?
Yes. Are you willing to play with your body too?
Yeah. Are you willing to shift things with your body? Are you willing to change what's been not working in your life?
Okay. I'll work with that questions today. Mm-hmm. Let's see what changes with all this information.
Exactly. Thank you, darling.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary, for joining us.
Thank you very much, Helen, and
thank you.
Hope to see you really soon, and to hug you real soon. And thank you for your time and your kindness to me and to my body. Thank you, Helen.
Thank you.
See you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.